You know, I try to promote a lot of really positive vibes, if you will, when making these videos. Is it always easy? No. Is it sometimes a chore I have to do it? Well, honestly, I don't really see it as that so much because I really love doing it that much. But sometimes between making videos, I'll see something or read about something that could involve one of my friends or not that really does make me angry. Especially when we live in a time where there's so much going on with the world. Some of it's good, but we definitely know a lot of it's also bad. And I should back up. See, I've alluded to this person before. She's actually the music the music teacher from Gettysburg. A while ago, she actually wrote an encouraging and positive comment about a local student in her area that involved combating the gun violence problems going on. She did that because every other comment that she saw was just filled with either harassment or hate. And plus, she felt compelled to comment on it because she's a teacher. And a teacher encouraging a student, that's kind of like their number one job. At least I think so. But I'll get more of that later. Later on, some random stranger from her hometown actually commented on this saying, I mean, I don't remember the entire thing by heart, but it was more along the lines of, you're the reason why, this educational system is poor, why we have so many students going crazy, or something along those lines. The point is, it was bad. She actually feels so distraught about that right now that she doesn't even feel like she belongs in her hometown anymore. And that is beyond not right. Because we all know there's a lot of bad people out there. In fact, there's a lot, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of bad people who are also teachers out there. In fact, I've had my share of a few. Back in Horseheads, I had a music teacher who played favorites. And later ended up marrying the reason why they never got tenure. There were two teachers I know who were so bad at Horseheads, it made me wonder why they even are allowed near any students at all. And they made me contemplate something I never should have. Or you know what? You're a bad one at Trinity-Pawling? A while back I said there are only two people who make me angry? Well, it's three if you include faculty, and this teacher was bad. How bad was this teacher, you might ask? I'll put it to you this way. One afternoon, they just were not simply having it. And this was the kind of class where we had to discuss things in order to move the conversation along. This teacher actually said to me, and I quote, and if you have children watching, you may want to cover their ears because I will be cursing in this one. And this is what they said. They said, you started out being really insightful in the beginning of it, but over time you just kept saying stupider and stupider shit. It took all I had for me not to leave the room at that moment in time. because I'll let you in on a little secret. My parents spent somewhere between $45,000 and $50,000 for me to go to Trinity-Pawling for the year. And a faculty member is treating me like that? Again, it took all I had for me not to leave the room. And the only reason I didn't was because I didn't want to get in trouble. Hey, I said I was a moron, but never have I ever thought my intentions weren't good. Or at least try to be a good person, or, try to do the right thing, or whatever. So, my point is, there are a lot of bad teachers out there, but not this one. Not even close. In fact, when I met her at Gettysburg College, she was about, well, since I took a PG here, she was really 2 years ahead of me, and really she was only a year older than I was. Anyway, when I met her at Gettysburg College, she was the nicest person I'd ever known. Actually, she is the nicest person one of the nicest people I've ever known. She's still alive, have to use present tense. And, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. And, she was a great, she wanted to be a music teacher. She was a great piano player. She could play the organ, which is basically a grand piano, if you want to call it that. Anyway, it's a she, sorry. I try not to promote genders either, but her smile was so contagious that if she was in the room, you would be looking at the back of her head and you would immediately smile. That's how kind and how nice she was. So honestly, it makes me feel really bad that she feels this way. And you know what? She has a great rapport in terms of teaching students music and being fun and engaging, at least from what I heard. So you know what? If she is considered a reason why the educational system is going wrong, I don't think she should be right then. I don't think that came out right. But you know what? I can't just simply make this argument with only one teacher. So, you know what? I think I know what I'm going to talk about in tomorrow's video. Because you know what? I have quite a few reasons as to what good teachers there are out there. In fact, you know what? I've got more than a dozen. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Well, I can't end this on a negative note, so you know what? I do have a couple shout-outs. My brother of many talents, he's performing up in New York City. So, I'm not really going to be able to go, so I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm going to support you in spirit. You know who you are. And a friend of mine, not a friend of mine, but actually, you know what? We're friends on Facebook, yeah. A friend of mine actually started a new blog. So, you know what? I'm going to support them too. You can find links and where both of those shout-outs are below. I don't really know the person per se doing the blog, but I do know this person's husband. I've actually known this person's husband since 7th grade. Sweet guy. Very sweet guy. And I never name names, but I do give hints. So the hint for this person is he has the same last name. Actually, I've alluded to this before. His last name is an object in the sky. That's all I'm going to say for now, because I don't want to give too much away. But, yeah, he's a really sweet guy. He he just got married to the person making the blog a while ago. In fact, they actually got a dog, too. Very cute dog. Very nice. So, you know what? Even though today was kind of sort of somber and a little bit on the sad side, I hope that last little bit ended up being positive for you guys as well. So, and look forward to tomorrow's video. So anyway, like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. And to all of those who are watching, I'm humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful day today. And remember, if you guys ever want to talk, if you guys ever want to chat, I'll always be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. So take care.